السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. I welcome you all to the class of Hidayatu Nahw. And inshallah ta'ala today we are going to continue in our third lesson. So we are just in the beginning of the lesson, and it's just muqaddimah. It's just giving definitions and stuff. But he's explaining like what is nahu, what is a noun, and what is a harf, and so on. So الدرس الثالث تعريف الحرف, definition of the particle. الحرف كلمة لا تدل على معنى في نفسها. A particle is a word. I'm sorry for my sore voice. It's just sore a little bit. على معنى في نفسها بل في غيرها. الحرف, the particle harf, is a word not signifying a meaning in itself. So we learn that a noun will have a meaning in itself, right? Then no tense. There's no tense in a noun. In a verb, there's a meaning and there's a tense. But al-harf كلمة لا تدل على معنى في نفسها. A particle is a word not signifying a meaning in itself. بل في غيرها. Rather, it signifies in a meaning other than itself. Like min إلى. نحو من وإلى. فإن معناهما الابتداء والانتهاء. The meaning is the beginning. Min means ibtida, generally speaking, but that meaning could change many times. And then intaha, ila also, one of the meanings of ila is intaha. ولكن لا تدلان على معناهما إلا بعد ذكر ما يفهم منه الابتداء والانتهاء. But they do not signify the meaning. Even if you understand min means starting, you need something like starting from what? From which place or from which thing? Right? Do not signify the meaning except after mentioning that which is understood. And ma yufhamu minhu, whatever is understood from it, then only you can bring have and you understand. For example, كالبصرة والكوفة في قولك سرت من البصرة إلى الكوفة. Like Basra and Kufa. So you need like some words supporting it. You just can't say min and just stop. You need something like from so and so. And you need a sentence like Sirtu min al Basrati ila al Kufa. I traveled from Basra to Kufa. So remember, harf does not have a meaning in itself. Also, it does not have any tense. No meaning in itself. That's why if there is meaning, it would be a noun. But there's no meaning in itself, so it becomes a harf. It becomes a harf. وعلامة الحرف أن لا يصح الإخبار عنه ولا به. The signs of particle, it is not proper to make attribution with the particle, nor have attribution made to the particle itself. So you can't do إخبار عنه. You cannot speak about min. For a noun, we can do إخبار عنه or إخبار به. But you can't speak about, I can't say min something. I can't speak about the word min. Right? For example, Muhammad, I can speak about Muhammad, like Muhammad came, Muhammad went, and so on, but not here. Not here. So, إخبار عنه لا يصح الإخبار عنه. So, if you remember last class, we talked about nouns having إخبار عنه and bihi, and verbs having only إخبار bihi. If you go back to our last classes. And so, in this, it is not, you cannot give, information about it, not through it. Even you cannot give information through it because you need something along with it. You just can't use min and stop. You need a noun along with it. Min al-kufati. So first sign is what? لا إخبار عنه ولا إخبار به. لا يصح إخبار عنه ولا به. The second sign is وألا يقبل علامات الأسماء ولا علامات الأفعال. The particle does not accept the signs of the verb or noun. So what is not a verb, what is not a noun is automatically a harf. Okay. What is not a verb, not a noun, so it does not accept any sign. So last time we talked about signs of a noun like idafa, and signs of a verb, it takes conjugation like ta, dhahabta, and so on. So all that is what signs of a noun or verb. A harf does not take any sign, does not take any sign of these two people. وللحرف في كلام العرب فوائد كثيرة. So somebody might get it out, like, why do we have harfs, right? So it says in Arabic language, there are many benefits of harf, right? They are the fillers. They join nouns into verbs. So if there's a noun and a verb, or nouns into nouns, they join verbs with verbs. So they're joiners, splitters, whatnot. They do all these filling jobs. And so there are fawaid kathira. There are many benefits of this particle, like the connection between two nouns. So he says, he gives some benefits. Karabti bayna ismain. Rabt, joining connection. Nahu zaydun fid dari. Zaid is in the house. So it's connecting Zaid with the house. So there's a noun called Zaid and there's a noun Dar. So fi is coming and joining these both. That Zaid is in the house. So fi is a harf. أو اسم وفعل, or it can join a noun with a verb or a noun with a verb. نحو كتبت بالقلم. كتبت بالقلم. I wrote with a pen, or with the pen. Yeah. So it is what it is joining a noun with a verb. كتبت بالقلم. Or it could join two sentences also. أو الجملتين, like شرطية, right? In conditions, there's the first sentence is connected to the second sentence through a, like, if you do this, I'll do this. So you'll bring a condition like if or whatever. In, it could join two, like in جاءني سعيد فأكرمه. فأكرمه. أكرمه. If Saeed comes to me, I will honor him. وغير ذلك من الفوائد التي سيأتي تعريفها في القسم الثالث إن شاء الله تعالى. So he has أقسام, like nouns, verbs, and حروف. So this will come in the third section inshallah ta'ala. So I'll give more explanation over there inshallah ta'ala. That whose introduction will come in the third section inshallah ta'ala. الفصل الثالث تعريف الكلام. So all this was الفصل الثاني. Yeah, it was الدرس الثاني. الفصل الثاني. Section 2. So he said in the muqaddimah, and we learned in the first lesson, he said what? فيها ثلاثة فصول. It has 3 sections. Correct, in this thing. So there's a intro, and in it there are 3 sections. So first section, فصل الأول. Here he talked about Nahw. Right? And then الفصل الثاني, we all talked about the word. Correct? The word. And definition of word and noun and all that. Yeah? So in this 3 types we learned, right? A noun, and there's a verb, and there's a particle. Correct? So this intro has 3 sections. Now we'll go into the third section, which is a sentence. A sentence. The al-faslu thalith. So intro, again, intro muqaddima has 3 fusul, 3 sections. Fasl, section or division. 3 sections. First, he gave definition of Nahw. Second section, he gave definition of word. In that, we went into various classes, right? Definition of a noun, signs of a noun, and then definition of a verb, signs of a verb, and so on. And then a particle, signs of a particle, correct? All these were taken by us. And today we did particle, right? So what now he'll define, like when these words, a verb, a noun, and a particle, they come together as a sentence. So it's called Kalaam, meaningful sentence. We'll give a definition of Kalaam. The third section is what? Ta'riful Kalaam. Ta'riful Kalaam. Correct. Ta'ariful Kalam. So this is all in third lesson. Because these lessons are divided by these guys, the book publishers like Ad-Dars or Rabi', they divide into 56 lessons or something, right? The whole book they divide into in each lesson. But classically, it was not divided like this. Okay. So don't get confused by the lessons. Okay. Definition of speech. Third lesson. We are following this. We'll follow this, inshallah, whenever it's possible. We'll do lesson 1, 2, 3, and still 56. Right? Some lessons might require 2, 3 videos. So we'll say lesson 3, part 1, lesson 3, part 2, lesson 3, and so on. Inshallah. So this is still lesson 3. But in this, the next section, al-kalamu. لفظ تضمن الكلمتين بالإسناد. And so every book you go, you'll find the definition of kalam. And he says it's a love, utterance, expression. You speak love. تضمن الكلمتين, comprised of at least 2 words. تضمن, it includes بالإسناد, with ascription. Isnad. What is isnad? Is you're ascribing something to something. Like Ja Muhammadun, Muhammad came, you're ascribing the action of coming to Muhammad. So that's called ascription. So Ja'a Muhammadun. So it's called isnad. There's musnad ilayhi. When you do balagha, inshallah, that time we'll have musnad ilayhi, musnad, and so on. Well, isnadu. So he explains isnad. نسبة إحدى الكلمتين إلى الأخرى بحيث تفيد المخاطبة فائدة يصح السكوت عليها. نحو قام زيد. So what is isnad? Al-isnadu, ascription, nisbatu ihda al-kalimatain, is defined as the connection of one word with the another. One word with the another. بحيث تفيد المخاطبة فائدة. When the listener benefits from the ascription, proper for him to remain silent. There should be faida in it. There should be benefit in it. And يصح السكوت عليها. It's proper for him to be silent. That means he'll not have any questions, right? If I say, if Z comes, and just I stop, the listener will be like, what are you talking about, right? He'll not be silent. What happened after that? Right? He'll ask, what happened after? But if I said, Qama Zaydun, Z stood, okay, fine, Z stood. It's a complete meaningful sentence. فعلم أن الكلام لا يحصل إلا من اسمين. It is known that speech is only achieved with either 2 nouns. نحو زيد واقف, Zaid is standing. ويسمى جملة اسمية, and it is called جملة اسمية. Right? So it could be either 2 nouns أو فعل واسم. Or it could be achieved, kalam could be achieved by a verb and a noun. نحو جلس سعيد, Sa'id sat. Right? So this is also complete. There's a verb and there's a noun. ويسمى جملة فعلية, and it's called جملة فعلية. He's giving definitions of ismiya, nominal sentence, where you start a sentence with a noun, and فعلية, you start a sentence with a verb. إذ لا يوجد المسند والمسند إليه معا في غيرهما. So the musnad, the ascribed word, and the musnad ilayhi, which is ascribed to it, not found together in other than the noun and the verb. في غيرهما, other than noun and verb. Right? So what is musnad, for example, is mubtada and khabar, right? So this is called musnad, and this is called musnad ilayhi. Musnad means, the mubtada here. That means the place where you're ascribing to. Like Zaid, you're ascribing Zaid to what? Musnad ilayhi means, Zaid is musnad ilayhi. To him, you ascribe things. Like Zaid is standing, whatever. So it's called musnad ilayhi. Mubtada, no? This is musnad ilayhi. And this is the musnad, the thing being ascribed to. So remember always, mubtada is the musnad. Mubtada is equal to musnad ilayhi. Musnad ilayhi. And the file is musnad ilayhi. Is also musnad ilayhi. Mubtada and this thing. Mubtada is musnad ilayhi and fa'il is also musnad ilayhi. I mean, you make ascriptions to the fa'il. Like jalasa sa'idun, this guy is musnad ilayhi. And jalasa is called musnad. So the khabar and the verb, fi'l, are the musnads. Are the musnads. Inshallah, it'll come in. It's not that important if you don't understand. So musnad ilayhi is the mubtada. And this is the musnad. Musnad ilayhi. Musnad. Here, musnad ilayhi. Fi'l is the musnad. And this is musnad ilayhi. It'll come in balagha, inshallah. So he says the musnad and musnad ilayhi do not come except in a noun and a verb. فَلَا بُدَّ لِلْكَلَامِ مِنْهُمَا. So it is necessary. It is required, therefore the speech is comprised of the two. So you can't make a sentence, so no sentence only with harfs, right? You can't make a sentence only with harfs. No, not allowed, right? No, you need to have a noun or a verb in it. You need to have a noun or a verb in it. Only harfs you want to make particles now. Like I want to say min, ila, ba, ta. No, it doesn't make a sentence. فَلَا بُدَّ لِلْكَلَامِ مِنْهُمَا. فَلَا بُدَّ means there's no escape. La Buddha is used very common. لِلْكَلَامِ مِنْهُمَا. For speech, there's no escape from them. That means you have to use, required at all. فَهِنْ قِيلَ هَذَا يَنْتَقِدُ بِالنِّدَاءِ. So if someone said this is broken, intaqada yantaqidu, this rule is broken bin nida when you call someone. Nahw ya Khalid. Right? Ya Khalid is fine. I mean, yo, oh Khalid. Right? We say qulna harfun nida because there's no another khabar, right? So we say qulna harfun nida qa'imun maqama ad'u. We say that this is actually in the place of adu. I mean, I call Khalid. وأطلب, I request Khalid. وهو الفعل فلا ينتقد بالنداء. We say the vocative particle stands in the place of ad'u or at'ubu, and they are verbs. So if someone says ya so and so, that means there's a verb ad'u. Ad'u, I call. أو أطلب, or I seek him. Right? Atlubu. So just by saying ya Khalid doesn't make it, it's not breaking the rule, he says. Therefore, the rule is not broken by vocative. Because someone can come and say, oh, we say ya Khalid, and then there's no mubtada, khabar, and all that, right? Okay, I'll say mubtada. This is a harf. How can I make a harf from mubtada? No. Or musnad ilayhi, right? This is not musnad ilayhi. We say ya is equal to ad'u. That means ad'u Khalidan. Ad'u Khalidan. I call Khalid. Ad'u Khalidan. This is fi'l and this is fa'il. So this is musnad and this is musnad ilayhi. Because the verb is musnad and the fa'il is musnad ilayhi. So if you're getting confused about this musnad ilayhi, all this concept, don't worry. Inshallah. I mean, al-khulasa. What is the summary of this? تنقسم الكلمة إلى ثلاثة أقسام. The kalima is divided into three types. اسم, very basic stuff. وهو ما دل على معنى مستقل من غير اقتران بأحد الأزمنة الثلاثة. It is what indicates on an independent meaning. مستقل, independent meaning. من غير اقتران, without joining بأحد الأزمنة الثلاثة, to one of the three tenses. So a noun will not have any tense. No tense. Correct? وفعل وهو ما دل على معنى مستقل مع اقترانه بأحد الأزمنة الثلاثة. And fi'l, verb, will have a tense. Tense plus meaning, yeah? Tense plus meaning. So it'll have all of these things. بأزمنة الثلاثة. وحرف وهو ما لا يدل على معنى في نفسه. It does not have any meaning in itself. إلا إذا ركب مع غيره. Except when it is joined. ركب يركب, that is, what is it? Joined with others. You make a compound with others, like min something. وفائدته, and what's the faida, benefit of a harf particle? الربط بين الكلمتين. You can join two words. So there's a word, there's a word. This is the benefit. This joiner is called حرف. الكلام هو اللفظ المفيد فائدة. And what is كلام? Summary. هو اللفظ المفيد فائدة يحسن السكوت عليها ولا يحصل إلا من اسمين أو اسم أو فعل. It's a love, utterance, expression. المفيد, beneficial. No, it should not be like waste. فائدة, مفيد فائدة, same thing. يحسن السكوت عليها. Silence is good. The listener can be silent. ولا يحصل إلا من اسمين أو اسم أو فعل. So either two nouns or a noun or a verb. Right? Two nouns or noun or verb. This is, or can you make a sentence with two verbs? No, I mean, it's not a sentence because anytime you see a verb, there's a noun implied because the file is there anytime, even if it is not mentioned. For example, if I say ذهب, it means he went, correct? He went. Where did that he come from? Damirun mustatirun, right? So anytime you say a verb, you have to say this thing. So he didn't say fi'lain. He didn't give an example for fi'lain. He just said two nouns or a noun or a verb. So remember, anytime you see a sentence, there has to be a noun. Without a noun, there's no sentence at all. There can be a sentence without a verb, but no sentence without a noun. أسئلة اذكر تعريف الحرف ومثل له. Mention definition of harf. So where's harf? And let's go. الحرف كلمة لا تدل على معنى في نفسها بل في غيرها. نحو من وإلى and so on. Right? لا تدل على معنى في نفسها بل في غيرها. Okay. بين مثل له من إلى. نعم. بين فوائد الحرف ومثل لها. فوائد الحرف, he gave the benefits, right? Before this. في الكلام العربي فوائده كثير كالربط بين اسمين أو اسم أو فعل. Benefits أو جملتين. So ربط between all these, the فوائد and the examples also with, عرف عرف الكلام ووضح ذلك بمثال. عرف الكلام. What is كلام? الكلام لفظ مفيد. لفظ تضمن الكلمتين بالإسناد. والإسناد نسبة. You can say لفظ مفيد, he says, no? Here. الكلام اللفظ المفيد فائدة يحسن السكوت عليها ولا يحصل إلا من اسمين أو اسم وفعل. متى تكون الجملة كلاما ووضح ذلك بأمثلة. When is the جملة كلام? When does a sentence become speech? So there could be a sentence when there's فائدة يحسن السكوت عليها. And you can say تكون الجملة كلاما إذا يحسن السكوت عليها. Or إذا هي المفيد, it is مفيد, and so on. اذكر أقسام الجملة. الجملة نوعان أو قسمان. الجملة الاسمية وهي الجملة التي نبدأ باسم. We begin with a noun. وجملة الفعلية. We begin with a, نبدأ بالفعلية. We begin with a verb. That is جملة فعلية. And with this, we finish lesson number 3. We have exercises. استخرج So we have an exercise. استخرج الأسماء والأفعال والحروف وبين نوع الجملة فيما يأتي. So extract the nouns and the words and the huruf and explain each type of the sentence. So اشتريت كتابا. اشتريت الكتابة. I purchased the book. Here, this is فعل, right? اشترى يشتري. This is a verb. And this is a noun, اشتريت. And this is a noun again. To is also a pronoun, by the way, noun. So this is a verbal sentence. اسمية فعلية. جملة فعلية. قال سعيد هذا صديقي. Saeed said, this is my friend. So قال verb. Sa'idun noun, Hada is a noun, Sadiqi is a noun, and Ya is also a noun. So this is also a verbal sentence, فعلية. إنما الأعمال بالنيات. إنما الأعمال بالنيات. Indeed, actions are with intentions. إنما الأعمال بالنيات. Now this is a problem, no? This is inna is a harf particle, and ma is also a particle, because inna plus ma become innama, only. So al amalu, this is a noun, ba is a harf particle, and this is a this thing, noun. So is this a jumla ismiya fi'liya? It starts with the verb, so don't consider the particles. Consider this. This is a ismiya. أكل الولد الخبز مع الجبن. The boy ate the bread with cheese. So akala verb. This is a noun, and khubza is a noun again. Ma is a dharf, and dhurufs are nouns. This is a noun. Adverb, right? And this is jubn. Jubn is cheese. So now this is a verbal sentence. Oh. احترم الكبير وارحم الصغير. Respect the elders and have mercy on the small. So this is a verb, noun, harf, or particle, right? Verb, noun, particle, irham. This is a verb again. Right? Irham, a صغير noun. This is a verbal sentence. رأيت الحق منتصرا. I saw the truth victorious. Verb, noun, الحق, and منتصرا is a noun. There's also a verbal sentence. جملة فعلية. استخرج الجمل الفعلية والاسمية والحروف من الجمل التالية. Extract the sentence فعلية and اسمية and the حروف half also from the following sentences. So الإيمان معرفة بالقلب وإقرار باللسان وعمل بالأركان. Belief is knowledge in the heart, and iqrar, admitting in that by the tongue, and actions with arkan, body parts, rukna, pillars. So this is ismiya, no? Yeah, nominal sentence, because it's starting iman, and he wants huruf. Wow is a harf. Yeah, that's it, and ba is a harf. All these are huruf. Ba. الصوم جنة من النار. Fasting is a shield from the fire. So this is what nominal sentence again. And min is a harf. اطلب العلم من المهد إلى اللحد. Seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. Lahad is a grave, right? Utlub, this is a verb, so the verbal sentence. And min ila is the harf. قيمة كل امرئ ما يحسنه. The price of every man is what he's good at. So qima is a noun, so nominal sentence. Ma is a harf. قد أفلح المؤمنون الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون. قد is harf. This is a verb, so قد a particle. So this is a verbal sentence because it's starting with a verb. المؤمنون a noun. الذين, this is a noun again. Hum, particle. Yeah, he wants particle. صلاتهم خاشعون. Who are have khushu' in their prayers. قد أفلح, they have been successful. قد أفلح المؤمنون, the believers have been successful. All right. With this, we are done with the lesson number 3 in Hidayatu Nahw. Barakallahu feekum. So it's just beginning, yeah, all the beginning. So till now we did what is Nahw, what is a noun, a verb, particle, Kalaam, yeah, all these kalima, kalam, yeah, just the introduction. Now we'll go into the al-ismu, the noun. So we'll go about all the cases of the noun, marfu, mansubat, manjurat, and so on. Yeah. Jazakallahu khairan, barakallahu feekum, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.